Hmm. 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 Parce que m'a comprendre, m'dépose chanter à tout le monde. Jessie, Jessie, when you going to drop waterfall? Jessie, Jessie, Jessie who? When you going to drop waterfall? I drop waterfall, you don't catch it. I drop waterfall, you don't catch it. I drop the song, where are you to catch the song? Ouè ki jen ap betize nan figi moun? Jessie, sister, when you go to drop that song, when you go to drop waterfall, when you go to drop waterfall, I drop waterfall, you no catch it. Hey, I drop waterfall, you no catch it. Hey, hey, you no catch it. Hey, whoa. Yeah, you know, catch it. Hey, whoa. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? It's been a minute, y'all. I am Jessie Woo, for those of you guys who don't know who I is, child. But welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you like, share, subscribe so you can join the Black Women's Tribe. How y'all doing during Black Women's? I drop waterfalls and y'all ain't catch it Black Women's Month. During Black Women's, it's my birthday. Hey, whoa. But y'all ain't wish me no happy birthday month. How y'all doing? Black Women's Month. I've been gone for a minute, y'all. Y'all know I was traveling for my birthday. My birthday was on the 6th, so happy belated birthday to me. Happy belated birthday to me. Y'all, I actually had the worst birthday ever. Like, my actual birthday was the worst birthday ever. I went ATV riding. Mr. Easter wanted us to have an eventful day, an adventurous day, and he planned all this stuff. And boy, yeah, he went out of his way to plan us a really nice, adventurous day. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all. But we went ATV riding. I fell off my ATV. And how it happened was like the ATV, I guess I sped it up a little too hard. I went to brake and it just was too late. The ATV started going into the woods, and thank goodness there were like trees to block it from going down, because if it would have went down, but as it went down, y'all, it's like my body just did like this. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was gravity. I don't know if it was the Lord, but my body literally like threw itself off of the ATV, and I hit the ATV, then I hit the ground. My hand looks better now, but this was all like scraped up. These are like blood bubbles that I had. But y'all, I fell so bad on my butt that my butt, literally, if you look at my butt right now, it looks like somebody branded me. Like there's a big, like, I guess I just hit my butt so bad that the blood rushed to the surface, and like it's like a big, like, how do you call those things that people be getting branded with? But it's big and black. Like I have a big black bruise, and I got back yesterday, went to the hospital today, went to urgent care, and they're like, "Oh, you just have to ice it." I was like, "Well, I paid $200 for this. Because why is my insurance canceled?" I called my insurance. I ain't got no insurance. What the fuck happened? My insurance canceled without me even knowing. Like, it's just fucked up. So pay $200 just for somebody telling me to put ice on my ass. I'm like, ma'am, no, I already did that. So what's next? What else can I get for $200? She gave me a tramadol or Total Total shot to my ass for the pain, because I'm literally in a lot of pain. And yeah, somebody said, "I said that's worse than a middle school nurse." Yeah, I know. Thank God you didn't break your tailbone. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't break my tailbone, because that could have been something else. But she gave me a shot in my ass. Also gave me naproxen, tramadol. It just was a lot. It was a lot, y'all. Like, my birthday was a lot, but my actual birthday dinner was good. It was a tough day. It just was a tough day. I felt bad also for Mr. Easter because it's like I just was so the day was so long, and I just was so upset, and I didn't really get to get dressed the way I wanted to for my birthday, like on my birthday night, because I just was in so much pain. And by the time we made it back to our resort, we didn't have a lot of time to get back in the car and drive. You know, it just was a lot, and I just was quiet. And then like we got to dinner, and I looked across the table, and he was distraught, and then I felt bad because like he felt bad, I felt bad, then I started crying. I'm like, you know, baby, it's not your fault. Like, I'm not blaming you. He's like, I know, but you know, I'm a planner, and I plan everything, and I just feel so bad. Like, he just was so distraught, and he's just such a good man. But it's like I felt bad. But I'm also, well, I'm the only one who should be crying right now. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's my birthday. But yeah, it just was a lot. But yeah, my birthday dinner actually went really, really well. What happened at that resort? Oh, honey. Another thing, do not go to Dream Sapphire. So when we first landed, child, we're gonna get into the Meagan Good video, and everything. But y'all, do not, I repeat, do not go to Dream Sapphire. The pictures online be given a lot, but when you actually get to the resort, it was disgusting. This was, you're probably hearing Amex on the line, because we were calling Amex to get us out of the hotel. But look at this. Look at this. It was horrible. It was ghetto. Dream Sapphire is in Cancun. Look at this, y'all. My friend said, "Girl, were you in Hialeah?" This is supposed to be a 4.5-star hotel. Resort, actually. Thank you so much, Winnie, for my birthday money. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Horrible. 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 The only thing that looks good at that resort is their lobby. Once you pass the lobby, nothing. There were flies, birds on the food. They had a buffet, and when you get to the buffet, girl, the workers, they were sweating. There was no AC. The workers were sweating to the point where their sweat was dripping into our food. Like, it was horrible. Like, it just was disgusting. Like, when I do my birthday vlog, I'm gonna show y'all. But let me show y'all. This is, Lord, I'm trying not to show y'all too much, but this is a little bit of my butt cheek. I don't know if you guys can see that bruise. But this is from me falling. Like, it's bad. Like, it is really, really bad. Like, this is a little bit more of it. It's really bad. Like, it's huge. But yeah, if you go to Dream Sapphire online and you see their pictures are so like nice and bright, like the way they brighten it up. Girl, it is a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. It looks like you're trying to get rid of an old tattoo. Yeah, right? No, it's literally my bruise from falling. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, this is us. Is this us when we were ATV? No, this is us about to ATV. So, injury from ATVs. My butt is sore. Y'all's favorite brother-in-law is here. I saved it, though. You didn't save me. It was a lot. I just left Publix. Here's a juice for you and Mr. Easter. My birthday was yesterday, so drop your eyeshadow and lip combo for your sister. Thank you so much, Cleffin. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yes, I'll definitely buy me a little Publix juice. I love Publix juice. But yeah, it was, oh my God. It was just it was a horrible, that ATV was horrible. And honestly, like, I don't need to ever do ATVs again. Like I told Mr. Issa, baby, we don't ever need to do ATV again. You can go ahead and do it, but we not doing we not we not doing ATVs again. What else? Before I forget, y'all, WOOCATION is happening again this October 22 to 24. I'm sorry, October 24, 28. Not me forgetting my own dates. October 24, 28. WOOCATION is happening. Go to WOOCATION.net. So you can sign up. It will be in Tulum. All the information that you need is on WOOCATION.net. All right. So I hope to see you there. Shout out to the girls that went to Colombia. I still owe y'all that vlog. So I'm going to put that together now that I'm back. Just was doing a lot of traveling these past couple of weeks. But yeah, WOOCATION, October, Tulum. I'm really, really excited about this one. I'm really excited. It's going to be my second time. And I feel like I'm going to be able to do, some more dope shit. So I'm excited. So go to WOOCATION.net for all the info. And I'll see you in Tulum. Cadence, happy belated birthday. Sorry you got hurt. Mr. Issa played too much. Why he tell that man he was born there too? Oh my God. Oh, so you watch the members only video. So if you're in my members only, remember I do have a members only and I do have Patreon. And my members only, I did drop our Miami vlog. That shit is very, very funny. And I think a lot of people will understand like me and Mr. Easter's banter a little more. I put up a video of me trying to show him how to swim and it's just so hilarious.
Oh, it's cold. I gotta pee.
Get in. You can pee inside. I don't care.
Did you pee in the water? Silence tells me everything. Yes, you did.
Get your ass in the motherfucking water.
I can't swim.
Well, dip.
When you dip, I dip. We dip.
Shut up. Get inside the water. And I call you Rose. Hey, get in the water. Step down.
I have sensitive nipples.
Step down.
I got sensitive nipples.
Stop. Jay.
I'm a pee. It's cold.
Jay.
It's cold.
Stop talking about your nipples. Come on.
Okay, give me a second. Can
come
I
over. Okay, come over
Let
here.
me adjust.
Get close to the border so you can touch it. So
you can't say the border. We in Mexico.
Get off the last step and unfold your hand.
Y'all see how she talking to me? I got sensitive nipples and she don't care about that.
Why are you talking to them about your nipples?
I'm just saying, like.
Why are you talking to them about your nipples? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all.
You gotta apologize.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts. Hey, guys.
Stop talking to people and get off. Me. You got me.
Oh, no. I'm not screaming. I'm yelling.
I got you, bitch. First, I'm just trying to get you wet.
No!
Y'all, if you're in my members only, you've seen the Miami video. Like literally, this is us all day. This is us all day. And if you watch the Miami video, it's times 10. Like you really see just how we both terrorize each other. Like it's just like we take too much pleasure in terrorizing each other. The no at the end. No! Please. Yeah, well, he doesn't know how to swim. We gotta teach him how to swim. I can't. And he always got a thing. Now it's his nipples. Before it was he had an accident at the YMCA when he was younger. Now his nipples are sensitive. He always got a new story. Like, sir, please. Anyway, you and Mr. Issa need your own show. We really do. But you know what? For now, it's gonna be members only, child. Okay, so what else do I want to say before I get into this? What else do I want to say? WOOCATION. Told y'all about WOOCATION. Told y'all about Waterfalls being out. So if you haven't seen Waterfalls by Jessie Woo, it is out. I told y'all about y'all. Get in. You can pee inside. Okay, I told y'all about y'all's brother-in-law who can't swim. Oh, hey boo, thank you. I'm off to bed. It's midnight here in the UK. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being a member. Lamide. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. Okay, let's talk about. Well, you know what? Let me do. When you wake up, this will be up. I'm gonna leave it up. Let's talk about this Meagan Good, Shannon Sharpe interview. You know what I noticed? First and foremost, one thing I want to point out before we dissect the interview, right, is the title. Oh, somebody changed the title. But it says the title is Meagan Good talks Tyler Perry paying her career high, divorce, Jonathan Majors, and Katt Williams. But earlier it said Meagan Good defends Jonathan Majors. I don't know if maybe that's on his IG, maybe, but I remember the title saying Meagan Good defends Jonathan Majors. That's what I remember the title saying. But I guess somebody changed it. Because I'm just like, even just having Jonathan Majors in the title is kind of interesting because when you watch the interview, Shannon Sharpe doesn't ask her one question about Jonathan Majors. Now, Jonathan Majors' name does come up, but it's very, very clear that Shannon Sharpe was instructed not to ask her anything about Jonathan Luther King Majors Jr. the third. Okay, Coretta was definitely instructed to not say a damn thing, and Coretta definitely, Coretta's team definitely told Shannon, don't ask her nothing about the case, nothing about that. Which I found a little interesting because in other interviews, like she was on the Today Show, I think with Huda and Jenna, she talked about him there. There's this People magazine interview that I'm going to show you guys too. But before we get into the Shannon Sharpe interview of it all, because they didn't really get into the Jonathan Majors stuff, but I am going to talk about what she does get into as far as he's concerned. But because they don't really talk about it that much, I want to talk about this interview that she did. So first off,
not only is he an angel, not only is he an angel,
let's talk about this interview. So this portion of the interview, she talks about Tyler Perry paying her what she's worth. Let's listen.
I actually cried, you know, because what I love about Tyler is not only I actually cried, you know, because what I love about Tyler is not only is he an angel, not only is he a genius, not only is he unapologetic as a leader, but he also makes you feel valued and seen and appreciated. And he goes out of his way to do that. And I think about, like, you know, how people pay it forward. And I don't know if anyone paid it forward to him, but he most certainly pays it forward to everyone else.
Oh, God,
Well,
how
you
amazing
cried
about
when you
this.
found that out?
Yeah,
Wow.
because he was like, you deserve this. Because I was already thinking in my head, like, what I was going to ask. And I was like, oh, is this too much? You know, then, you know, and I was talking to Jay, and he was just like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, I don't want to lose the job, you know, because I come from that generation where you're working in the 90s and 2000s. When women ask for something, you are perceived to be a certain kind of way.
Yes.
Or when you show up a certain way, or when you're assertive, you're perceived to be a certain kind of way.
Wow.
So me even asking, I was like,
Kudos to Tyler Perry, first of all. Taraji P. Henson said the same thing about Tyler Perry. I believe, am I wrong? But I think Cicely Tyson or somebody on Cicely Tyson's team said that Tyler Perry had paid her the most she had ever been paid. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Now, for those of you guys who are asking, I do see the comments. Why is she on a press tour? Because she has that Divorce in Black. The movie comes out tomorrow on Prime Video. It's a Tyler Perry movie. She's going to be in there with Corey Hardrick. Corey Hardrick is Tia Mowry's ex-husband. And we all know Megan Coretta Scott King Jr. Good III used to be married to Devon Franklin. So, you know, they have these two divorcees in the movie, which I think is very interesting. Very interesting. I think that's interesting. But anyway, her saying that Tyler Perry is the first person to pay her worth, I had a lot of thoughts on that. Because number one, yes, Miss Cicely said that. Okay, yes. Okay, so Cicely Tyson did say that Tyler Perry paid her the most. Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts on that when that comes to Megan and even Cicely, right? it just makes you think, what the fuck are they paying these people, right? And as someone who is not an experienced actor, I've told you guys that, you know, you guys that know I did a la carte, which was executively produced by Meg. The pay was not good. Like it just was not good. Supercell on Netflix is great. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that too. I only did one episode, but I'm gonna watch it all and do a review on it. I owe y'all a lot of reviews. I owe y'all that. I owe y'all the tell them you love me. I owe y'all it's a lot. I owe y'all dragons because House 613 is back. Trust me, I know. Very interesting that she would not know how to answer how they met on the Today. Thank you. I'm going to get into that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to get into that. We're going to dissect all this. Oh my God. Thank you, Paul. Oh, thank you, Paul Evan Allen, for my birthday. Thank you so much for my birthday money. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. But I owe you guys a lot of reviews. But anyway, so I just think that's interesting because Megan worked with Will Packer. Megan has worked with, you know what? I'd have to run down her list, her resume. But Megan has worked with other Black directors. But then again, you know what? I don't know if the director can dictate the pay. But then again, I just saw a video the other day with Taraji P. Henson and Will Packer. And, you know, they were all in Think Like a Man together. And Taraji P. Henson said this. Let me see if I can find it. I'll be having my ears to the streets now. Hold on.
Has been a mainstay in my career. The man is...
She loves me. That's all you need to know. No explanation needed.
Make sure I get the money I deserve.
Yeah, so that's Taraji P. Henson talking about Will Packer, saying that he makes sure that she gets the money that she deserves. So I don't know, like just by the time Megan did Think Like a Man, Megan was over 20 years in the game. So it kind of makes me think, damn. Maybe that was an oversight on maybe. But also too, Think Like a Man comes up several times in the interview, and we're gonna get into that, but she never mentions Will Packer's name, which I also thought was interesting too. But anyway, so the Tyler Perry of it all, Tyler Perry, we know he owns his work. He's not just a director, he's the writer, he's the creator, like he does everything. So I think Tyler Perry is just in a better position to pay someone what they're worth. But also when I think about it too, for instance, I can Think Like a Man, Megan didn't have a main character. She wasn't a main character. So maybe that's, you know, that's the thing with, okay, with the other Black people, her not getting that pay, you know, she wasn't the main character. But then I do think about the fact that she led a series. What was it on, like on NBC or something like that? We're going to talk about all that. We're going to get into all that. But anyway, Megan benefits from privilege ever since East Bayou. You know what's funny? I thought that would come up and it didn't. It didn't come up. Pretty Privilege did not come up at all, but she did talk about how when she cut her hair, she cut it because she felt she was getting typecast a lot. So she wanted to show up differently, but still like Meagan Good is a gorgeous girl. Short hair, long hair, braids, bob, bald. Like it's just, you're never going to beat the pretty girl aesthetic allegation. Like you're never going to beat that if you're Meagan Good. Like that's never going to not be a thing. But anyway, let's talk about the other part of her interview that she had on the Today Show too. This is where she talks about Jonathan Majors.
Dating Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
You said you've never been happier, even though y'all have had a year. I mean, how have you kept your relationship or started a relationship in the midst of all of this?
Well, I won't get into how it started, but
Ooh. Not I won't get into how it started. one. Nah, girl. Nah, girl. Because the incident that happened in that car, remember, what set it off in the car, set it off, I suggest, set it off, I suggest, what set it off, I suggest, was Grace. Okay, Grace, the palm-colored Coretta Scott King, and Jonathan Martin Luther King Jr. III were in the car, and what set it off was that he received a text message from a girl. Okay? That's what started that entire thing, was that basically, allegedly, he was cheating. He was in communication with another girl. Okay? Then we saw him get his Forrest Gump on down to the New York streets at night after the altercation, right? But what set it off, I suggest, was he got a text from a girl. And literally a month later, we getting the awkward pictures of her and Jonathan Majors down to the Red Lobster. Let me see if I can find it. Yo. We seeing them down to the Red Lobster, which was so random, but also it was like, this is staged. Like, cause who the fuck is camping out at the Red Lobster? And do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this? This is them down to the This is them down to the Red Lobster. He look like he going to an abolitionist meeting, and she like she going to a Peloton class. They down to the Red Lobster, splitting Cheddar Bay biscuits. Do y'all remember the time? Oh, we remember, girl. This was, let me see if, what date was this? 5/24. Okay. This was the first time they were seen together. I'm pretty sure this is not their first time being out together. And I think before that, we had heard that they were seeing each other, and then all of a sudden they down to the Red Lobster. They down to the Red Lobster. Megan, nou ba stupid, non? Ou pense nou sot, Megan? Nou ba sot, non, Megan? Si wap di histoire, oui? Si wap di histoire, oui? Ha! Di histoire, et puis dil bien. Dil bien. Parce que nou pa sot. Nou pa fout sot, nou ba stupid. Okay? Somebody said what? Somebody said Jonathan dressed like he in the civil rights era. Listen, Jonathan Majors dresses like a time traveler. Did y'all see the Frederick Douglass boots collection that was in his apartment when the police? Listen, I can't. I have plenty of videos on that shit. I can't anymore. My Mr. Easter said, listen, if we ever run into Jonathan Majors, I might have to fight this nigga because of all the shit you be saying about him online. Please. He said, please. But girl, we need to get into how it started. Cause that's what set it off, I suggest. Cause how does he go from getting his Forrest Gump on from that white lady to running into your black women arms? She was his Coretta. Okay? That white lady was his Coretta. Not true. Now we got to see this man take you to Red Lobster. Y'all down to the Red Lobster getting Cheddar Bay biscuits. Then he's courting you in court. Be for fucking for real. Anyway, let's continue.
What I will say is the support that we've been able to give each other, the pouring into each other, the honest conversations, the love, the respect, just the care and the thoughtfulness. It's been really wonderful.
Any friends advise you, like, he's in the middle of legal troubles, why don't you wait a beat? Why don't you wait to see how everything kind of shakes out?
Yeah, every friend advised me.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, one thing I know is I can always look myself in the mirror when I trust my spirit, when I trust God, when I ask God, and when I, move to the beat of my own drum. I can always look and say, okay, I'm proud of that. No matter whatever happens, I have peace in my heart and I have harmony in my heart. And it's only when I do something based on someone else saying, well, I think you should do this. And I take everyone I love's opinion and advice into account for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to live my life, and I'm the one who has to, get to heaven one day prayerfully and give God an account of what I did. And so I want to be responsible for the choices that I make. And I also want to live the life that I want to live. Okay,
so are we living the life we want to live, or are we trusting God? Which one is it? Are we moving to the beat of our own drum, or are we trusting God? It's a lot of talking out the two sides here. Are we trusting the Lord, or are we walking to the beat of our own drum? Which one is it? That's my first thing. But also, just seeing her say that, I was like, wow. And I did a TikTok video on it earlier, and it just made me think about how some people, when they know that everybody sees them making an obviously horrible decision, and those people are advising them against it, a lot of those folks will be determined to make a bad decision look good. They are determined to make a bad decision look good. Because now, instead of doing what they know should be the right thing to do, they have this commitment to proving everybody wrong. I'm going to show you that you're wrong. I'm going to show all y'all that y'all are wrong, that y'all don't know him, that y'all don't. The way it's like, and I'm going to go into the People magazine interview too, because she kind of goes deeper into that. And I'm like, girl, the commitment to not only proving people wrong, but also to rehabilitating this man's career and rehabilitating this man, how he's perceived to the public. Mm-mm. 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 Oh, somebody said I was like that. That's a lot to, no, let's talk about it. That's a lot to admit. And shout out to you, Elizabeth. That's a lot to admit. We've either all been here, or we have been the person who's told somebody, girl, that's not it. Bro, that's not it. And not just in romantic situations, just everyday situations. But have you ever come across somebody, they could be a friend, family member, and they are making a horrible decision, but because the person does not want to prove you right, they are dedicated to proving you wrong, and they will stay in a short-term situation for the long term just to be able to say, well, I thought you said, see, and you had said we wasn't going to last, and you had said we was going to do this, you had said we wasn't going to do that, and look at us. Committed to the I want to prove to you that you were wrong aspect of it all. And they will stay in a bad situation. They will stay in a bad situation just for that. Just for that. Right? What situation was I looking? I'll give you guys a personal situation. I had a family member. Who was getting married. The mother of that family member, before he was getting married, talked to his soon-to-be wife and said, I'm telling you right now, what you think is about to be ain't what it's about to be. What it is what it is. What it is what it is. What you think is about to be ain't what it's about to be. What it is what it is. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And when I tell you homegirl was committed to getting married, I'm talking about the mother of your fiance is telling you. Don't do it. Pavini. She was determined to prove his mother wrong. And when I tell you that marriage was hell on earth. And every time she would come to the mother would, something do. What did I tell you? That's just one example. But sometimes people they think they are the exception to the rule. And when you look at someone like Jonathan Majors, listen, I don't know Jonathan Luther King Majors personally, but this man has a history of being with white women. He has a child that he doesn't show to the public who he had with a white woman. That is his preference. He's going through this court case, and immediately it becomes a race issue. Immediately. His lawyer uses the race angle. I'm not going to go into my thoughts on what took place. I've already said my thoughts, my piece. Some of y'all think he's a victim. I just don't think he's a victim. That incident's isolated. As an isolated incident, I can see why some people will be like, but he ran away. But when you piece all the puzzles together, that incident was a very small piece of a big puzzle. That's all I'll say about that. However, immediately his lawyer used the race issue. This is a racial issue. Mind you, the girl never pressed charges. That is a fact. She never pressed charges on Jonathan. There's text messages out there that prove it. She told him, I did not pressure. I told him to leave you alone. So on her part, it was not a racial issue, but his lawyer used the racial issue. And then suddenly, a man who has a long track record of being with white women is now courting Megan Coretta Scott King Jr. the third in court. Okay? He's not a victim, but neither is she. You know what? I'll take that perspective. Because when you put things together too, she definitely was a drunk, but it's my perspective that he was trying to beat that drunk out of her. That's just my perspective, is that he felt that she should behave a certain way. She wasn't doing that. And so he tried to put hands and feet on her to make sure that she would stop behaving a certain way, because he wanted her to be the Coretta Scott King. He wanted her to be Coretta Scott King. When the last time we saw Coretta Scott King have a drink? We never saw Coretta Scott King throw it back. We never saw her throw it back. Okay? But anyway, a man who has a long history of being with white women, all of a sudden, now he has the court case, and he's courting you in the court of law because he's trying to win the black vote. He wants black people, the black community, to see him with a black woman. It is what it is. That was the strategy of his lawyer. His lawyer went on the record immediately to say it was a race thing. And here you come. And so the timeline of it all, it's just really, really bad. And it just doesn't look good. And now to know that all her friends, everybody in her family, everybody told her, girl, don't date this man. And you still did it. It just reminds me of someone who is just committed to proving everybody wrong. It's like, no. I'm going to prove to you guys that you guys are all wrong. There's this People magazine interview that she did, and I want to pull that up. I was trying to pull it up so I could have it on my computer. But anyway, she talked about Devon Franklin there, but I wanna focus on what she said on the Shannon Sharpe platform too about Devon. I thought this was interesting. But anyway, this is what she had to say about Jonathan Majors.
And, I didn't anticipate falling in love again, at least not at that time. There's moments where I'm with Jonathan and we have a moment and I'm thankful to what I learned in that relationship so that I can now implement it. Welcome to the Gene Variance Authority, dedicated to... We met at an event. I'm not going to get too into it, but yeah.
She's always saying, I'm not going to get into it. If this is the right decision, if this is the guy for you, if this is why we can't get into it? If the timeline is good, why we... Oh, somebody said, I like Jonathan better than the pastor. Okay. Well. Anyway, let's continue. Oh.
Welcome to the Gene Variance Authority, dedicated to refreshing your timeline. Discover 6 Deadpool variants at aviationgin.com. And, I didn't anticipate. We met at an event. I'm not going to get too into it, but yeah, and it just was instant chemistry, but I wasn't really in that mind frame. And then we re-met again about 4 months later. And I was like, this is going to happen. And it did. And then, as everything was unfolding, it wasn't that there was a moment that I decided I'm going to let the world in on this. It was the moment that I decided I see you. And for us to walk through together, that's just what's going to happen. And I have to be okay with that, or not. And I was like, okay, well, this is it. We'll see what happens, And so there was never a moment where we decided that we wanted to do that. It's just something that sort of happened. Someone saw us somewhere, going to a movie and then kind of reported it. And we, it was like, should we shut it down or not? And I was like, no, because people have a perception of you that's not true,
Oh, I keep doing this thing, but
I'm going to let the world in on this.
Did you guys hear what she said? Should we shut it down or not? He said, should we shut it down or not? And she's like, no, people have this perception of you. Why is it your responsibility to rehabilitate his perception? She's coming in to rehabilitate his perception. Why? Mind you, this is someone who recently got. You're battling with your own perceptions. She kind of touched on that in the Shannon Sharpe interview, and we're going to get into that too. But you're already battling people's perceptions of you. The minute her and Devon Franklin got divorced, what was everybody saying? What was everybody saying? Everybody was automatically pointing towards her. It was automatic. You're already battling your own perceptions. You were in a decade-long marriage. Why do you feel that you have to come in now and rehabilitate this man's perception? What happened to him is what happened to him. It's his responsibility. There's a prophet that said a long time ago, don't save him. He don't want to be saved. Saving his perception is not your responsibility. And again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, which is like, some people just be so determined to make a bad decision look good. You're determined to make his perception look good. The perception that folks have of him is not a wrong perception. He made a bad decision in a relationship. Just like men, especially in the red pill community, love to tell women to choose better. He should have chose better. He was with that girl for a while. He could have been left her. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? It feels real to her. We can't say anything. Yes, we can, baby. I'm doing it right now. You don't like it? Log off. Nah. Let's continue.
The moment that I decided I see you, and for us to walk through together, that's just what's going to happen. And I have to be okay with that, or not. And I was like, okay, well, this is, well, we'll see what happens, And so there was never a moment where we decided that we wanted to do that. It's just something that sort of happened. Someone saw us somewhere, going to a movie, and then kind of reported it. And we, it was like, should we shut it down or not? And I was like, no, because people have a perception of you that's not true. Perception of who you date. That's not true. So if this is what it is, love, if that's what it is, then at some point they're going to figure it out. And he was like, yeah.
Again, she keeps talking about the perception that he has. Gigi, you made a good point. She had a history of dating problematic men before her marriage, and she went back to choosing problematic men. Yeah. Before her marriage, it was kind of shaky, which is why I remember when she got with Devon, there was so much commentary about that. Like, damn, like, it wasn't just that they were together. People were just like, oh, okay, this is different. But at the same time, too, she was in her 20s. She's in her 20s when she was out here dating. Her and Devon got together when she was in her 30s. So you got to give grace to, like, your 20s are not your best years when it comes to dating and figuring it out. Utopian Calla said, hey, I'm here for the life. Hey, whoa. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. This is a good question. Mimi, what Black man would do this for us Black women? Not many, if any at all. And that's a good question. I've never seen it happen. Maybe you guys can drop down in the comments. But I don't know a Black man that has ever took it upon himself to say, I'm going to rehabilitate the reputation of this woman that I'm dating, that especially given the conditions of what was happening in Martin Luther King Majors Jr.'s life. I don't know a Black man who's ever had that.
I was like, he's like, are you sure? He actually tried to encourage me to not be with him. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Right there, kids.
She said,
did y'all
hear that? She said,
or not. And I was like, okay, well, this is. And I was like, no, because people have a perception of you that's not true. Perception of who you date. That's not true. So if this is what it is, love, if that's what it is, then at some point they're going to figure it out. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, he's like, are you sure? He actually tried to encourage me to not be with him. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Jonathan Luther King Majors told Megan Coretta Scott King Good not to date him. And she said, not going to happen. This is love. This is how love is going to look then. This is a People magazine interview. It was released today, July 10th. It's with Janine Rubenstein. Oh, somebody said Papoose. Oh, Papoose, yeah. Papoose was there for Remy Ma. Which, side note, are they really not together no more? I can't believe that. But, so everybody told you no. This man who you suddenly started dating in the public 2 months after the actual DV incident told you no. And you want to try to convince me that God told you yes? Hold on. Everybody told you no. Friend, no. Associate, no. Family, no. Jonathan, no. Friends, no. Family, no. Jonathan, no. And God told you yes? M'pa pren sa nan mon non, Megan. Sa, m'pa pren nan mon non. Sa, m'pa pren nan mon non. Everybody grown, they can make their own decisions. Manager, no. Publicist, no. Assistant, no. Manager, no. Publicist, no. Friends, no. Cousin, no. Your mother, no. Your brother, no. Tyler Perry, no. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. The public, no. Jesse who, no. And you mean to tell me God told you yes? Girl, you're not about to convince me. I'm sorry. Let's get real. You're not about to convince me. Cicely Tyson, no. You're not about to convince me, girl. Tout moun, no. Tout moun, no. The YouTube live, no. The sisters, no. Ewa, no. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. Et puis, ou vle que m'kwe que bon Dieu dit oui? Hey! Ça m'pa pren nan men. The planet, no. The whole world in his hands, no. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. And you want to convince me that God told you yes? Jonathan, no. Coretta Scott King Jr., no. Martin Luther King Jr., no. Tout moun dit non. Tout moun dit non. Mais ou vle femme que Jesus say yes? Everybody say no, but Jesus can say yes. No. C'est pas comme ça à chanter a dit, non? C'est pas comme ça à chanter a dit, non, Megan? Ha! On continue. So, let's get into the interview. Tout le monde dit non! Hold on, let me grab my notes, child. Here, whoa. No. Hair short, haircut? No. The assistant? No. Tout mundi no. Tout mundi no. Grab my notes, child. Hold on. Boom. Shannon Sharpe interview. Did y'all actually watch the interview? I'm over here saying a whole bunch of shit. Baby, we are 56 minutes in and I still ain't getting to the interview. I'm screaming. I talk too damn much.
The people of the city scurried.
Nah, I talk too much, bro. This this is crazy. 56 minutes? Nah, that's crazy. Tout mundino. They talked about how she has 30 years of experience in film and TV. And one thing I like about Shannon Sharpe, nobody does introductions like Shannon Sharpe. Side note, how do y'all feel about the fact that Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharpe is now a press tour stop? Like, we saw him have the two Meagans back to back. You had Meg Thee Stallion last week. You got Meagan Good this week. Sorry, y'all. Somebody said I traumatized their daughter. I'm sorry. I was just saying, you know. How do y'all feel about that? I like Shannon Sharpe. I still have trouble with his line of questioning because it's like, I feel like he does a lot of hopping and skipping. Like, first, you're starting off with her career. Then it's like an hour into it, after you don't talk about her divorce, her relationships, her experience, her childhood, you ask her kind of like the same questions about her career again. I just feel like he doesn't know how to maneuver a interview. I feel like just because things are written down doesn't mean that, like, you should be paying attention to the fact that you already discussed that. So why are you coming back to the cards, seeing that again and saying, oh, let me ask it again? It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense. The format is just bad to me. But also, too, he's not a journalist. And I feel like I like him, but I really wish journalists would have these big platforms. You know, now these platforms belong to podcasters. Like, it belongs to podcasters. And unfortunately, a lot of these big podcasters don't have real journalism skills to ask the questions that need to be asked. Because she talked about, she didn't talk about pretty privilege, but she talked about, you know, kind of being typecast, and he didn't dissect that. I was waiting for him to say, well, what about pretty privilege? Like, have you benefited from pretty privilege? You know, have you ever had any, like, maybe inappropriate instances, you know, while filming, maybe because people expected you to be a certain way because of your looks? He did ask her, as a child actor, did she ever have any horror stories as a child actor? And she said no. But then she went on to say that her and Grace Byers talked about their horror stories. And, you know, they prayed together, and that led, and a year later, it led to them both being on Harlem together. But when she mentioned that, I was waiting for Shannon to be like, okay, wait, hold on now, because you said you don't have any child actor horror stories, but do you have anything as an adult? Because I'm pretty sure this is Meagan Good, okay? I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere must have tried this girl. She talked about a director that bullied her on a show that she was on, that she was the number 2 on. And let me see what show it was. She said, Meagan Good. I think it was Deception. Deception. Was it Deception? Yeah. Deception. It was on NBC. I think that's what it was. It was a show that she was on, and she talked about how the director was very belittling to her. She wouldn't say the name of the director, but she said that after like once or twice of him disrespecting her, she kind of like got in his ass, like, yo, like who you talking to? Like, what do you like? What's what's up? Like, what's going on? Did y'all ever watch Deception? I see somebody said that Deception was good. Yeah, Deception was good. The thing with Meagan too is, you know, her and Morris Chestnut, I feel are like two actors who kept getting like these lead roles on these TV series that should have been bigger on like networks like NBC or ABC, and they would just keep getting canceled. It was so weird. Morris Chestnut had one with Lee Daniels actually, and Yaya DaCosta. What was it again? Our Kind of People. Did y'all ever watch Our Kind of People? That show was freaking good. That show was good. But yeah, I just wish he would have asked that question. Like, he needs to just he has such a big platform. I think that Shannon Sharpe should take some interviewing classes, like a journalism class that teaches you how to probe and how to come up with questions on the fly. It doesn't always have to be from your cue card, because it just, now the conversation is not natural anymore. Mr. Shaliki, Shannon focuses on the wrong things to talk about and makes it a whole thing. He's not diverse or open-minded enough with his question. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for your super chat for my birthday. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like he just needs coaching. He needs coaching on the interviewing part. She talked about being bullied for sounding white. And that was another part that I was wanting Shannon to kind of like probe her about, because why is it that so many Black kids have that same story? Oh, I was bullied because I sounded white. I loved Our Kind of People. Should have never been canceled. Black folks can never have nothing good. Yeah. Our Kind of People was so good. And you know what? I met Yaya in Ghana, and I really regret not telling her that I loved that show. But she also shared a story about her experience on that show, which I won't share. And I was like, ooh, never mind. Never mind. You know, like, Black actresses really go through a lot. They really go through a lot. And we're not just talking about the bad pay, but just the way they're treated, what their trailers look like, what the budget for their hair looks like, what their makeup look like. Like, Black women really have to fight for every single thing in the entertainment industry. Like, for those of us who work in the corporate world, and I mean, I don't work in the corporate world anymore, but I did for years. Just imagine that, but times 10, because not only do you have to fight for everything, but the world has to watch you fight for it. And then you have to deal with other people's perceptions of who you are as a Black woman because you're fighting for things that you should have. Okay. But yeah, I feel like so many Black kids have that story. Oh, I was told that I sound white. What is that? What is that? Wait. Cadence. I was bullied about talking properly too, but my mom's was from the South and she was heavy on respectability politics. Ooh, okay. Okay. It means you don't have a Black accent. But just because you're Black doesn't mean you have a Black accent, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, Black people are not a monolith. But I guess, I don't know, chalk it up to being kids too. Sometimes kids are just being kids, but it's just like, what the fuck was that? I've experienced that. Like, I've experienced being told, oh, you sound white. And this was when I was like in middle school, high school. And I always thought that was kind of weird because it's like, I mean, first of all, I'm from Dade County. That pussy asshole, it rolls off my tongue easy. But at the same time, like, it doesn't mean like I always have to speak that way. Like, there's a time and a place. Not saying that I'm gonna purposely not speak how I want to speak because of respectability. But it's like, if I'm at the call center, I'm down to the call center on a call. I'm not gonna say, pussy asshole, we not motherfucking turning your motherfucking phone bill the fat buck on. Like, we're not turning your bill. We're not turning your phone back on, bitch. Like, pay that pussy asshole bill. Pay that pussy ass bill. Or, you know, like, I'm not gonna do that down to the job, or I'm not gonna do that while I'm doing a presentation. But we down to the lunch table, bitch. It's on and popping. Mr. Charlotte Key, our kind of people, Riches. Oh, Riches was so good. Lovecraft Country, The Underground. There has been so many amazing Black shows, and they usually only get one season. So true. Okay, Mr. Charlotte Key, you and I are on the same page. You want to cancel Shannon Sharpe? What did I say that even alluded to that? Whew. All right. Somebody please, I put a moderator on. Somebody please block this guy. He's looking for attention. Please block his ass. All right. Rap shit was another one. Like, it's just crazy. Okay, what else did she say? She talked about Eve's Bayou and how she first read for Eve's Bayou when she was 10 years old. And the movie didn't get produced until 4 years later when she was 14. And she was saying how at the table reading, she did the table reading with Samuel L. Jackson. And when they finished the table reading, she's like, okay, when is the movie? When we shooting the movie? And they're like, oh, no, we have to get funding for it. And it took 4 years for the movie to get funding. And when she was talking about that, I was like, wow, it's crazy that this is still a thing for Black movies. This is still a thing for Black shows, not having funding. And when you're talking about the funding, you're not just talking about the making of the movie, the marketing, the access that you'll have, where you'll be able to place the movie, who will be able to lay eyes on the movie, what platform now. There's so many platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's still a thing. She said, this is at the 28-minute mark. Let me see if I can find it. She said,
there was a time when we took
see if I can find this.
marveling at masterpieces and
I understand some of the things that come with it. I just don't concern myself with those things.
Wishes? Hit me. An alien.
Now, how many commercials are you gonna play, damn it?
Hang with Dustin Corey.
you've been
I think the only thing I missed out on was the college experience, which I kind of went back and forth on because that would have meant that I would have had to take a break.
right.
And then I also had the mentality of like so many of the things that I want to learn under people who are actively doing it for a living. Right. And then I think I really would have wanted to do the reunions, like the 10-year reunion. Yeah. I just love stuff like that. And yeah.
So, but you, did you have sleepovers?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we weren't really allowed to sleep over anyone else's house,
but they could come,
you know.
Is it me? First of all, that was just such a random ass question. Did you have sleepovers? Such a random ass question. But is it me or every Black person says this? Well, at least in my culture, like in Haitian culture, baby, you're not having no fucking sleepover. There is no sleepover. They can sleep over here, but you know sleep over there. And in Haitian culture, nobody's having no sleepovers. But Black parents or Black people that I do know, they be saying, oh, we could have sleepovers if they slept over here, but we couldn't sleep over there. So who the fuck was having sleepovers? If all y'all couldn't go to the sleepover because your mama said hell no, who the fuck was doing the sleepovers? Somebody lying. Somebody in Black America is lying. Somebody lying. Okay? One thing's for sure, I'm gonna tell you right now. Bonnie, happy birthday, Jesse. I never knew Jonathan Major was hiding a kid from the world. Remind folks to like this live. Oh, you're dropping gems. Oh yeah, please like my live. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for my birthday money. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all, please. But yeah, somebody lying. Like Haitian parents, pas gen sleep over. Pas gen sleep over. Sleep over. Pas gen sleep over. They can come here. But you're not going over there. And that's true. I don't know no Haitian child that had no sleepovers. None. But my Black American friends be saying the same shit. But I would see sleepovers happening. So somebody lying. Somebody is lying about these damn sleepovers. What's next? She talked about her experience on Think Like a Man. She talked about working with everybody from Kevin Hart to Taraji P. Henson to Gabrielle Union. She talked about everybody. She didn't mention Will Packer, which I thought was interesting. Like maybe it was just an oversight. But they were talking about Think Like a Man because that was her first like adult movie. Remember before then, you know, what did she do? Did she do Stop the Yard? She did Waist Deep. Actually, it wasn't her first adult movie. The way Shannon positioned it, it wasn't her first adult movie, but it was her first movie with like an all-star cast. So they talked about that a lot. Oh, those sleepovers were with our cousins. Oh, okay. Okay. Cause I'm like, well, who the fuck was doing the sleepovers? Okay. She did mention Katt Williams, which is so funny to me because literally Katt Williams, this is all she said about Katt Williams.
Sweetheart, I see this interview. Sweetheart, I'm believing in circumstance. I think that it's interesting. Right. People are people, and honestly, people be miserable. And I'm just like, please get your whole life. Just stop projecting your things. Go get help, or just, you know, let somebody give you a hug and love on you. That's that. And I'm saying that about people who say stuff about her, not about her. I think that she's wonderful. I think she has a beautiful heart.
She's talking about Monique.
She has always been kind to me and goes out of her way to love on me, and has always been consistent with me no matter what I had going on. That's it for me. I don't care about nothing else.
That's how you judge a person by how they treat you.
Yes, that's it. And how they treat my mama if they meet my mama.
Right.
But I don't care about all the other stuff because that's other people's stuff. So
you an Obama effect with Katt.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Katt on set?
Katt's sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. I see this interview. He's a sweetheart. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Katt's
But that's what I am gonna say. What? I'm sorry, but my man is sexy to me.
Yeah.
Okay, he's very, very sexy.
Okay.
To me.
I forgot.
We just need to be all the way clear on that.
That's all she says about Katt Williams. So I'm like, why is he even in the title? That's literally all she said about Katt Williams. So if you watch Katt Williams' interview, he said that they were talking about the whole cancellation of Jonathan Major's career. And Katt Williams was like, I mean, the thing is, when it's so clear that you joined a pact and they gave you this career, it's understood that they can easily take it away from you. He was like, they just spent the last 2 years convincing you that Jonathan Majors is a good looking guy. Since when do y'all like a big nose? Since when do y'all like big lips? Like, that's what Katt Williams was saying. He was like, since when do y'all find that good looking? So she just responded to that. But I don't think Katt Williams was calling Jonathan Majors ugly. Katt Williams was just basically like showing how, just basically like telling us how the system works. The system can put you up, and just as easily the system can tear you down. Somebody said Katt Williams was out of pocket. Do y'all think that Jonathan Majors is good looking though? I think he's good looking. I've always said that. I think he's very good looking. I've had people disagree with me. I think Jonathan Majors is actually a very good looking guy. I just think he dresses like a time traveler. I think he dresses like he's about to go meet up with Frederick Douglass and Sojourner Truth, you know, and try to free, you know, going down the Underground Railroad where Portia Williams is, you know, driving the train. she the conductor. It's just giving like, what is going on? Shout out to Portia. Portia will never live that shit down. Was there a conductor? But wasn't there a conductor down to the? But I'm saying, like, the railroad though. It was a real railroad, right? And there was a conductor. He looked like he going to a conductor meeting. Okay, like, but I think he's good looking. Okay, y'all are saying no. Oh, y'all are saying no. Okay, all right. Well, he not ugly, but he for sure ain't good looking. Okay, well, my bad. All right. Not the caps. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna leave that at that. Okay, 48 minutes into the interview, she talks about her spirituality, and she talked about the fact that she got really saved when she was like 14, and that she was super religious. She was very judgy to the point where like her friends, her family members would not even talk to her if they were doing anything like having sex or doing anything. Like, they would not talk to her. But then she also said that when she turned 18, she lost her virginity. But that she had always been spiritual from the time she was 14. Like, she always had a relationship with God, and anybody who's close to her would know that. At the 49-minute mark, this is where I was like, oh, because she talks about Devon Franklin. I didn't know this. I don't know if he ever said this or she ever said this, but this is the first time that I heard this.
And making sure that I was there to give that to Jonathan. That's what I felt that I was.
Well, first of all, she says she learned a lot in her relationship with Devon, and that the things that she learned, now she can implement with Jonathan, which I thought was very interesting.
To do, yeah. My faith has never wavered in that, in that instance. But going through the divorce, that shook me to my core. I was just like, but Lord, you asked me to be celibate. I was. You told me who to marry. I married that person. I try to do everything to the best of my ability, and no, I didn't do everything perfect, but I don't know that I could have done anything different, if I'm being honest. And so I was just like, why is this happening? My greatest fear was for my husband to leave me after 10 years of marriage, the way that my dad and my mom separated. And that's exactly what happened. And it was just like, I don't understand this. And so it was a lot of prayer, a lot of evaluation, a lot of learning about myself even. It was a lot of realizing the place that we both were in. It was a lot of just like rediscovering God and realizing that sometimes the way that we see or understand things, it's not that it's not true. It's just you do come into different seasons. And
I was shocked. I didn't know that Devon left her. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Devon left her. I didn't know that. I don't think I ever heard Devon Franklin say that he left her. And when she said that, I said, not the pastor. Not the pastor. And I don't know if y'all remember, like, Megan and Devon Franklin. Like, do y'all remember the wait? She says later on in the interview that, because Shannon asked her, do you feel that you let anybody down? And she says, you know what? I do feel that I let people down because of the weight. And it was the book. You remember they had the book together? Somebody did say, well, yes, he did file for divorce. But still, I guess for me, I didn't piece it that way. I was thinking, oh, you know what? It looks like a mutual thing, and that he just was technically the person to file, right? I didn't know he left her now. I know he left her now. Did y'all know that? Y'all know it? I ain't know he left her now. Church members, somebody said church members. No, wait. Church members were giving her the blues and Devon didn't stop the noise. That's not true. I've seen Devon myself. I remember there was one church event that they were at and somebody was like, oh, Megan, you need, you a pastor's wife now. You need to clothe yourself a certain way. And he was like, no. In Jesus' name, no, that's not how you're going to talk to her. She's going to wear whatever she want to wear. In Jesus' name. Like, he always stood up for her. He always stood up for her. So no, I'm not going to accept that. That man always stood up for her. No, I did not know that. I did not know that he left her. And in the interview too, she said she would have never gotten a divorce. Because in her mind, divorce is forever. And now that she's on the other side of the divorce, she feels that that was not necessarily the right state of mind to have when it comes to divorce. If it's bad, it's bad. You should leave. What do y'all think about that? Ooh, this is a good one. Maybe he stood for her. Maybe he stood up for her in public, but was tired behind closed doors. But tired of what? Tired of what? Do y'all remember Megan and Devon motherfucking Franklin? Like when they were together, that was a time. Like I have so many friends. I didn't buy the weight. Because I wasn't waiting on nothing, child. My coochie was getting 8 around that time, child. I'm sorry, Lord. My coochie, I was busting wide open, busting wide, busting wide open, busting wide, I was busting it wide open. I'm so sorry, Lord. So sorry, Jesus. But now I am a born again virgin. I have changed my life. I am not who I was. So don't judge me by my past. I'm not there anymore. All right? Don't judge me by my past. We all got a pass, ain't it? We all got a pass, don't it? Don't judge me for what I used to be. I'm saved again, okay? Nah, I might slip on some dick tonight, but I'm saved. Y'all need to mind your, Logan, you need to mind your business. In Jesus' name, you need to mind your business, okay? It's called a slip and fall, okay? I'm grown. I'm grown. Now, I might have a little accident tonight. That's between me and my God. All right? Did I buy the weight? Hell no, I didn't buy the weight. I did not. But am I waiting now? I am delivered. I'm a new women's. I'm a new women's. Women's. Okay? I am waiting now. Y'all messy asses. Let's continue. But did y'all know that Devon left her? Somebody said it's a new mercy every day. And amen. And amen. How you doing? Amen. There's a lot of people judging me in the comments. I see y'all. But guess what? God knows my heart. Let's see what's going on. What part of the interview is this? I gotta show y'all this part because I think let me show y'all how horrible Shannon Sharpe is. This man's a horrible person. Let me show y'all this part of the interview because I screamed. Like this shit really. Mind you, she talks about this like 30 minutes earlier in the Lord. Hold on, am I still here? Okay. She talks about this 30 minutes, like at least 30 minutes earlier. Damn. Is this it? Damn. I don't know if I could remember it. It's just, I'm trying to find the timestamp, but there is a time when like he asked her again about her spirituality, and he was like, "Oh, so that's great." So he said, "So you found God at 18, but you lost your virginity at 19." I screamed. I really want to find it because it's like, bro, the shit was so upset. Like Shannon, I love Shannon, but sometimes I don't know. What else? She talks about how Jonathan Majors actually. I want to play this for y'all. This is, mind you, Meagan Good has been in the game for over 30 years, right? But she shared this tidbit, and I thought this was very interesting.
15, 18 hours a day. And the energy, the work that we do, the giving that we give of ourselves, everything around it is a lot of work. And then not just that, you walk out of the house and you work a lot more just walking down the street or doing press for a project. And you see people and athletes, whatever, is getting paid what they get paid for their talent and their work ethic and everything they bring to the table. Why do Black actresses not deserve that? And we are working very, very, very hard. I've worked hard my entire life. Mm-hmm. I have never not worked hard. Right. So, especially in the realm of when it's being compared to what other people are getting. I remember this same show I'm telling you about. I was the lead on that show, but I was number 2 on the call sheet. And the guy who was number 1, who was a white gentleman, such a sweetheart, an incredible human being, he was like, "This isn't right." He was like, "You should be number 1 on the call sheet."
That I really think she's talking about deception. I really think she's talking about deception. Wait, somebody said Shannon was given, "Were you silent or were you silent?" Like it was like I really wish I could find the fucking timestamp because it's crazy. He was like, "So you found God at 18, but you lost your virginity at 19." And then he did the Shannon laugh. Like I screamed.
And I was like, yeah, no, but it's just, there's so much of that people have to speak up. And, and it's unfortunate that they have to be somewhat of a martyr for people to start paying attention. Right. And then it's like, okay, don't just pay attention. Y'all do something about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it is a big thing, and it's really not right. And it's really not cool. And, and what I will say, thinking about Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry is the first person who paid me what I should get paid. Wow. First person, and did not Lincoln, he said, how much do you want? I said, let me talk to my team, really quick. And he said, just tell me how much you want. I was like, Tyler, I said, let me just, because I wasn't quite sure what to ask for. And then, I was talking to Jonathan, and he was like, you should ask for this. And I was like, no, I can't ask for that. And I was like, I don't it's like, it's almost a mentality. And then going back to the child actor syndrome too, it's like, I don't want to lose the job.
Right.
But it's like, you forget what an asset you are.
But sometimes they make you sometimes they make you feel like you should be grateful that we even offered you the job,
right.
And you should take whatever we're offering you,
right.
As opposed to saying, well, she's talented. There's a reason why we're offering her the job.
I really found this interesting. She's 30 years in the game, and it's Jonathan Luther King Majors who pushes her to ask for a number that is her worth. And it just made me think, what the fuck have people been paying Meagan Good? Like, what have they been paying her? That's number one. But number two, that's the benefit of being with someone like Jonathan Majors, because say what you want, Jonathan Luther King Majors Jr. III will always be a Marvel actor. Always. Like, yes, he lost the Marvel gig, all that, but he will always be a Marvel actor. He will always be a Marvel actor. And so I think that he's probably banked. Like, I feel he's probably gotten some really, really big checks. And even him being a Black actor, I'm pretty sure he hasn't gotten what he's supposed to get. And mind you, him being Holyfield's son aside, Jonathan Luther King Majors Jr. III is a great actor. Like, hands down, which is why this whole thing is so sad, because like, he's literally from the school of Denzel. Like Nate Parker, like same thing. Like, it's really sad to see those types of men go down the way they did, because they can really act. Like, I'm talking about really act, right? But who would have thought that he would be the one to tell her, girl, no, ask for this. Devon wasn't doing that. It took Jonathan Luther King Majors III to tell Megan Coretta Scott King Jr. III to ask for a certain number that she's worth. Devon wasn't doing that. I'm just saying. I refuse to believe Devon wasn't doing that. You're not about to tell me Devon wasn't doing that now. You're not about to tell me he wasn't doing that now. Devon wasn't doing that? Yes, where is Nate Parker? Girl, catch up. Girl. Woo, child. Life is a funny thing. Devon isn't an actor, but Devon is literally like a producer. He's a finance guy. Like, he's part of crunching the numbers too. Like, Devon has been in the industry behind the scenes forever. You refuse to watch the interview. It's okay, baby. I got you. And when I, log off and whatever, you can just put this back. Nate Parker got iced out of the industry after making Birth of a Nation. Not just that, though. They used his Birth of a Nation press run to bring up his essay case that he won. He was found innocent. Okay? He was found innocent. And it was from his college days. He was found innocent. They brought it back up because the girl, the girl who, the case was brought by, she deleted herself. She deleted herself, I believe, in the same year that, that the movie was coming out. And I will never forget that Good Morning America interview with Robin Roberts. It was like, damn, Robin, like, damn, girl. Damn. It was so crazy, that interview with Robin Roberts. Oh Lord, now it's getting dark, and I'm getting darker. But yeah, that interview with Robin Roberts did him in. Woo! Like, she was going ham on his ass. You would have thought he was Robert Kelly. Hog tie? I don't know the hog tie. Nobody. Like, it was giving that. It was like, damn, girl, what did he do to you? What the fuck did he do to you? But again, see, somebody just said it. Hold on. Nate Parker was iced out of Hollywood because of his interaction with clear women. Black men do not learn. And it all comes back to this, what I was saying in the beginning, right? And I think this is a good place to close. At the end of the day, Nate Parker, Jonathan Majors were not making the best decisions when it comes to their careers and their dating lives, right? And it's crazy to see these two men lose their careers behind clear women, but not just behind clear women, though. It's just having those interactions with clear women and then expecting to ride the Black community off into the sunset is just not a good strategy. And we see through it. We tend to see through it. This is obviously your preference. This is who you prefer. It is what it is. It's who you prefer. Deal with it. Oh, somebody found the timestamp. Hold on. Who found the timestamp? 56:53. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Hold on. Wait. One thing about y'all gonna work. Say, hold on, sister. We're gonna find it. Hold on, sister. Yeah.
It's easy when you have that kind of faith and you say you've been walking, since you were about 19?
I've been saved since I was 12.
12.
Yeah.
Lost your virginity at 19. So you've been on this road. You've been on this road for the better part of 2 decades.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Let's rewind.
Never questioned it's God.
Like, y'all don't think that moment was crazy?
Even if I want to do it, period, I won't do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's easy when you have that kind of faith and you say you've been walking, since you were about 19?
I've been saved since I was 12. 12. Yeah.
Lost your virginity at 19. So you've been on this road. You've been on this road for the
Bruh, look at
yeah.
So
this motherfucker needs to take an interview class. I'm sorry. Like, why? Why was that even brought up? Why was that even brought up? Like, what are we doing? And it's not his fault, because it's just like he's not a journalist, obviously. But it's just like moments like that, I just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck was this? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, I think it's not just these men dealing with clear women. It's dealing with clear women making bad decisions that they would have made with any woman, but thinking that being with the clear woman, they're gonna have some sort of benefit to it. And then when they realize that shit is hitting the fan, it's, oh, let me run back to Black women. Let me run back to Black. And now your career is ruined in perpetuity.
Opportunity. A lot of people don't know that word. Y'all should Google that.
In perpetuity. Okay?
In perpetuity. A lot of people don't know that word. Y'all should Google that.
Perpetuity. Now your career is ruined in perpetuity. Let the prophet Jocelyn said it. Hold on.
While doing it in perpetuity. A lot of people don't know that word. Y'all should Google that.
It's Carlos sitting there like, Carlos King is crazy. Hold on, let me play that back.
While doing it in perpetuity. A lot of people don't know that word. Y'all should Google that.
Carlos King. Carlos just sat there like, he knew good and damn well. You know what? I'm glad you said this. Jamie Foxx be preferring white women and still has a career. Let me tell you what sets Jamie Foxx aside from the rest of these men. When do you ever see Jamie Foxx pandering to the Black community? I'll wait. I'll wait. Jamie Foxx, 40 years in the game, you have never heard him pandering to the Black community. Somebody said the Jamie Foxx show. No. No, that's not pandering to the Black community. I'm talking about, when do you ever see Jamie Foxx, Black love and my Black queen? He doesn't do that. Jamie Foxx is funny, period. You don't know Jamie Foxx's personal life. We know it, but we don't know it. We think we know, but we don't. He doesn't pander to the Black community. My Black queens and Black love and Black people and what they're doing to the Black people. He doesn't do that. Jamie Foxx does his stuff and he gone. He gone. For those of you guys who say he panders in his movies, I mean, he's Black. He's going to play Black roles. But even in his movies, it's like, when is the last movie you've seen him really pander to the Black community? Like, give me an example of when he's pandering to the Black community. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen it. The only thing I'll give you is this terrible movie that came out this year that nobody's talking about, which is, I went and saw it with my man, and it was like the movie that's like, is basically like making fun of Tyler Perry movies. And he's being like the Black Jesus. I mean, but still, it's not, he doesn't pander. Django. Give me a line that he said in Django that was pandering to the Black community. I don't know. Like, when y'all say, somebody said they cloned Tyrone, he's playing Black roles. I'm talking about pandering. Like, give me a time where he made a speech or he made a comment about Black people this and Black people that, and this is what they doing to Black people, and we got to be with our Black women. Like, he doesn't speak that way. He just does his jokes. He just does his jokes. I don't know. Y'all are saying define pandering. I feel like for me, pandering, let me just get the official, to please other people by doing or saying what you think they want you to do or say. That's by definition. when I was talking about Jonathan Majors pandering, I was talking about the simple fact that he's been with white women all these years, and literally when he gets this DV case with this white woman, his lawyer starts pandering to the Black community by using the racist, oh, this is a race issue. You're pandering to the Black community for someone who never really ever acknowledged the Black community like that, was never at any Black events. So now post the DV, he's with Meagan Good, and they're at all these events. They shucking and jiving to They Not Like Us. They making out on the red carpet. Now it's Black King, my queen, when he was getting his Perseverance Award, my queen. That's pandering. That's pandering. A Black actor playing a Black role can't be pandering, but like, come on, like, that's not pandering. What I mean, that's what I mean by Jamie Foxx. We don't ever see him pandering to the Black community. Jamie Foxx is here to be funny for everybody. Also, pandering is typically disingenuous and manipulative. They don't actually mean it. Correct. So, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. You'd have to really pinpoint. So like, you'd have to pinpoint something for me to be like, okay, I'll give you that with Jamie Foxx. But Jamie Foxx doesn't pander. That's why Jamie Foxx can pop up with whatever woman he wants. He's not here to pander to nobody. He doesn't pander. He is just here to be funny. And he doesn't use his Black card when he needs it, when he's in trouble. He doesn't do that. That's what I'm saying. No need for Jamie Foxx to pander, though. He's solidified and can do whatever he wants without a care. I agree. But I'm just saying, even back in the day, I've never seen something of Jamie Foxx that gave he's pandering. Just saying, like, I might be wrong. My new favorite thing to say, I might be wrong. All right, y'all. Let me see. Was there anything else I want to say about this interview? I think this is it. I guess I'll close on this. What happens if this doesn't work out? And I'm not saying this as somebody because I really want this to work out for her. I feel like Meagan deserves to win. We were talking about her career earlier and how she would lead these series and they would get canceled. Her leading Harlem has been great. Her having this lead role with Tyler Perry, great. And lately she's been having several lead roles, like in Lifetime movies and producing her own movies, is great, right? I just would hate for this situation with Jonathan Luther King Majors Jr. III to be a bad situation that she's masking to be a good situation just to save face. I just would hate to see that. I would hate to see that. I think she's too amazing and deserves way more. Way more. Someone said time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. But I hope for her that time tells that I'm wrong. I really do. I hope that time tells that I'm wrong and that they ride off into the sunset. She talked about having kids in the interview. You know, I want that for her. I really do. I really, really do. But all I do know is this. What I do know for sure is this. If anything goes down the way Jonathan Majors thinks that this was a cancellation, oh, he would really know a cancellation then. Because the way we would ride at Dawn for Megan Coretta Scott King Jr. III, baby, we would ride at Dawn. So I really, really hope that the relationship is good. Anyway, y'all. An hour and 51 minutes, really? I talk too damn much, y'all. Let me let y'all go. Let me let y'all go. And shout out to y'all who did stick by and watch this. Y'all crazy for sitting there, let me talk to y'all this damn long. I love you guys. I'm actually in a lot of pain. I'm gonna go take more medication for my butt. I'm in a lot of pain where I pulled my tooth out. Like, honestly, I've just been having a rough time lately, but I'm just pushing through. Just pushing through. So anyway, thank you guys for my birthday money. Thank you guys for wishing me a happy birthday. Thank y'all so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya.